Oh my god, you guys almost saw me just shed tears because I didn't think that I had the camera recording and thought that I just was sitting here talking to myself for the past 30 minutes. Which I guess technically I am just talking to myself because like you guys aren't like here with me, but you know what I mean. Okay, hello guys. Thanks for coming back to check out another video. I don't know what I'm doing with my life or with my body. But anyway, I absolutely love to film empties videos. And I know they're not for everyone, but I really like them. I feel like it's a good time to like sit down and reflect on the things that you've used up, give like little mini reviews, and then that way at like the end of the year when we do the yearly empties, it's not like I'm not trying to review every single product and make that video like an hour long, you know? So let's just get into empties. I am not planning on doing this every month or every 2 months or every however many months. I'm just gonna do empties this year when I feel like I have a good amount of products in here to talk to you about, which is how I feel now. So we're just gonna grab them randomly out of the box and go into it. So the first one is the Hask. It has a dog hair all over it because that's my life. The Hask Unwind Volumizing Dry Shampoo in the shade, not the shade, the fragrance Champagne, I guess. This is what it looks like. I know I picked this up at like Ulta Beauty and it's empty, and if you guys saw my yearly empties video, I think I used up like 7 or 8 dry shampoos. So this one is out. I have one more dry shampoo and it's not even a full size. It's a Dry Bar foaming dry shampoo, which is really interesting. That is the last one that I own in my collection, and while I really love dry shampoo, I also need to just wash my hair. You know, I am not gonna lie, I will go like a month, 2 months, 3 months is my longest without washing my hair, and it's just I don't feel like it's that good for my hair. I don't want to use them anymore. It screws up with like the curls and the waves in my hair. So once I finish that dry shampoo that I have, I am no longer going to repurchase any dry shampoos, but I do really love them. I do really love them. The next one in here is a Bath and Body Works body cream. It was in the shade, no, why do I keep saying shade? It was in the flavor, no, it wasn't even in the flavor. It was in the scent Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, and so here's what it looks like. And I cut these open because there's like always an air pocket in these tubes, and once you like push that air pocket out, it's hard to get product out. But if you cut them open, there's always a ton of product left in here. But as you can see, I have cleaned this out. This was like a really nice scent. It didn't smell so much pumpkin, it smelled more not even latte-ish. I don't know how to describe it. You did get like pumpkin notes with it, but it was like very strong and it would stay with you, and it just wasn't like my favorite. And I think I actually have another one of these in my closet, which I'm kind of dreading having to use up, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, just not a scent that I could really get behind, and I usually love pumpkin things. Next in here, let's see, we have 3 sheet masks that I have used up. I'm trying to get better about using sheet masks, and I think I have like maybe 8 to 10 more back in my closet, and once I am done with those 8 to 10, I am no longer going to repurchase sheet masks because it's just, I really enjoy them. I don't mind them. I think they're great. Like, I know some people don't like it because it like drips down your neck and stuff like that, but that doesn't bother me. The sheet masks that are in my collection are probably like a year, if not older. And so obviously they're just sitting there, like I don't use them. And then I kind of feel bad because I feel like this is kind of bad for the environment. I'm not trying to like push my views on you. I'm just saying, like, me personally, I feel bad. So I really just don't want to continue to purchase sheet masks. And I actually find myself enjoying clay masks better anyway. So kind of along the same veins, I had one like little eye mask thing left in my collection, and I've had this for a year. One little measly pack that was left in like a 10-pack sample, and I actually finished this off this morning, and I'm very proud of myself because it just sat in my bathroom, and I would look at it and I'd be like, oh, you should use that, and then would never do it. So it's finally gone and out of here. Let's just keep going with skincare. I have 2 little sample masks from Origins. This was the charcoal purifying clay mask with honey, I think, which this actually did have like a honey scent to it, so it was kind of weird, like not in a bad way, but it was just, you know, you expect like a mask to not smell like honey, I guess. Anyway, then I have the Out of Trouble, like the 10-minute little rescue repair mask, and I know it looks like there's probably still some product down in here, but when I squeeze and squeeze the tube, like nothing comes out. And I just don't want to cut open face masks. Like that is just so messy to me, and I don't have like a good way to like store these and save these and make sure they don't dry out, so I'm not gonna start cutting these open. But yeah, really happy to have moved these out. I think this came like in a little gift set with maybe 6 masks in total, if I remember correctly, for like $20, which sounds a little bit pricey for something of this size, but these masks, like, I swear I got like maybe 10 uses out of these, so that's a pretty good value in my opinion, because 10 uses you can really decide if you like something or not. I didn't mind the Out of Trouble one. It smelled like what's that stuff you put on you when you have poison ivy, that pink stuff, not Pepto-Bismol. I should know this, but I don't. That smelled like this, and it didn't help, like if I had any like active breakouts, it didn't help dry them out or anything. Sorry, I have a dog hair. What's new? And then this one, the charcoal one with honey, I didn't really, like, I get blackheads on my nose quite frequently, and this helped a bit to improve them, but I've tried other masks that do better, so neither one of those are products that I would actually want to go out and purchase a full size of. Okay. The next thing I finished off was my facial moisturizer, which is from Makeup Revolution, their skincare line, and it's the Hydration Boost Gel. Is it gel? Lightweight hydrating gel cream. It's more cream. There was no like gel aspect to it. It was just, it felt like a standard face lotion, not like a gel face lotion. So you can see we have cleaned that out to the best of our abilities. I really liked this. I think it did a fine job. I'm not well versed in like skincare. That is one thing I need to work on this year, is getting more, you know, knowledgeable about that. But this did fine. It didn't feel too heavy. I didn't feel like it weighed me down. It didn't like break me out or anything like that. And I think, well, it says vegan and cruelty free. I thought it was oil free, but it doesn't say that on here. It just says hydration boost, which I did feel like it was very hydrating, especially in these like cold winter months. And then the last skincare kind of thing that I have in here is I finished off one of the little cake butter lotions from Sugar Rush, which is like the little brand under Tarte. So this came in a 3-pack. This was the peppermint scent. You can see it's been cleaned out. This was my favorite. I just love to smell like peppermint. It came with apple pie, which smelled like, I was about to say smelled like ass. Well, I just said it. Anyway, it did. And then it came with sugar cookie, I think, which smelled fine. It smelled just like vanilla, but oh, the peppermint was worth it. I just loved it. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I would be interested in purchasing like the full size of the cake butter, because that felt so nice. It was thick, but not like too thick, and it just, I really felt hydrated after it. So yeah. Then I finished off a Physicians Formula Healthy Powder, and this didn't have like a shade name on it. I'm sure they come with like shade names, but here's what the back of it looks like. I found this in the clearance bin at Walmart for $2, so I picked it up because I wanted to try it, and it wasn't a bad setting powder. It just wasn't one that I really remember what I thought of it, so couldn't say that I would recommend it either one way or the other, to be honest. I do want to say though that I don't recall that it made my skin look like cakey in any way, so there's that. But yeah, I have not found like my holy grail, I'm absolutely in love with this setting powder yet. But trust me, I don't need to buy any because I have like 7 more in the drawers over there. So we will find a holy grail, I'm sure. I also used up this Laura Mercier Radiance Foundation Primer, and it was okay. It really did. It did give you like a radiance. It was nice, but I looked up the price of Laura Mercier products, and maybe you can say I was living under a rock. I just didn't know that they were that expensive. I just can't justify paying the amount of money for this when I'm sure there's products that are like on this, on the cheaper side that are just as good. So, but it did give like a nice little glow. So that was nice. Let's see. We have 2 sponges in here. This one doesn't, usually I throw away my sponges when they get like the rips and holes in them. This one doesn't have any, but this is a terrible sponge that I got in like a 5-pack from Amazon. This was the one I was working on. I think I used up 2 others last year, and I think there were 2 more in the bag, and I just threw them away. These are terrible. They lift up whatever makeup it is that you're trying to like blend out, and like they're terrible. They don't feel nice even when they're like wet. No thank you. I think the brand was like Beakery or something like that. I think that's what it was. And then I have my little Ecotools ones, which Ecotools makes my favorite sponges, but I feel like I rip them so easily, like so fast. I feel like an Ecotools sponge only lasts me like maybe a month, and I know they're cheap, but what, they're like $3.99 a pop maybe. I don't really remember, but even so, if you're buying one a month, like that does add up after a while. So I think I'm going to switch back and try the Real Techniques sponge again, because I did have a few of those last year and I remember like not hating them. I just preferred the Ecotools one more, but I think the Real Techniques one lasted a bit longer. So there's that. And then I have an EOS lip balm, which I finished up. I'm not going to like dig out this product. That to me just seems kind of messy. It has gotten to the point where like when you apply this to your lips, you don't get very much product on them. And you guys all know what an EOS lip balm looks like when it's like brand new. It's like that really rounded domed shape. So I feel like we can call this an empty. That took like a year to finish one. And I have another one in my collection. And I'm not like the biggest fan of EOS lip balms. They're nice, they're fine, but they're not my favorite. Like they just don't feel hydrating enough. And then speaking of lip balms, we'll show you these 2. I have the Bite Beauty Agave lip balm, and I did dig this one out. I didn't like this actually, and like I know Bite Beauty is more natural. I took this with me when we went out and we were running errands, so we were only out of the house for like 2 hours, and it's not like a sweat stain. Well, it was a sweat stain, but it's one of those sweat stains where even after you wash your clothes, it doesn't go anywhere. So anyway, took this out. We were gone for like 2 hours, and this melted in my pocket. And it's cold up here, like, and I know it's in your pocket and it's, getting all warmed up from your body. And I know Bite Beauty is more natural brand, but that was really frustrating. It melted, so I had to dig it all out and depot it into like a little jar that I had, and then just use it as like a potted lip balm. So no thank you. And then I really did love this lip balm, and I want to repurchase this, but I blew through it so quickly that I can't justify it. It was the Pharmacy Honey Butter lip balm, and again, I loved this one so much that I dug it out. This was just so great. It worked. It really did. And it didn't, I don't know, my lips just felt really, really nice. And I think this is like $10, $12, $14, something like that. It's pricey for lip balm. I feel like I used this up within like a month maybe, which was really sad. But I'm kind of tempted to buy one and just keep it in like my go bag and have it for like when I'm out and about. But then if I do that, like I know that I'll just, take it out and use it all the time in the house. So I don't know what to do. It's an existential crisis. But the last product I have to show you is probably the proudest empty that I have. It is an Empty Tarte Shape Tape concealer that is upside down. I get mine in the shade Fair Neutral. Here is the inside. I dug out everything that I possibly could with like my little beauty tool. So I know it looks like there's still some product in there, but that's just stuff that's like hanging on the sides that you'll never get. This stuff lasts forever. I want to say this took over a year worth of consistent use to finish off. And I have another one in my collection, and I haven't opened it yet because I know they last so long. Tarte Shape Tape used to be like my holy grail concealer, but it's kind of thicker. I really like that it's full coverage. Like, I never have to worry about any like blueness or veins in my eyes peeking through. But it is just a little thick, and right now I'm on the hunt for a very good eye cream. And all of the eye creams that I currently have right now, it does not play as nicely with those. It kind of looks dry and crepey. So I'm sure partly is that I just don't have the right eye cream that I'm using. So yeah, I need to get that sorted. But the other concealers, like I have the Too Faced one and the ColourPop one open right now, and they play nicely with the eye cream. Like, don't make my under eyes look crepey. So I don't know if it is actually just this concealer or what, but we'll deal with that later. I have another one in my collection that'll be another year's worth of getting through. But that's it. That's all the empties. I hope this wasn't too rambly, and hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Bye.